Everybody, I am King of Death, and today I'm playing some more Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. And today, great, another murder has happened, but luckily for all of us, it was only a useless character who died.
How suspicious.
What is this? This is suspicious, I think. Did you find some kind of clue?
See?
You know the footprints from earlier, they were in front of the entrance facing the beach, right? Oh, that.
Well?
Kazuichi's footprints showed that you guys were the first ones to go inside the beach house. Well, these footprints are just the opposite, they're coming out of the beach house.
Hey!
Now that you mention it, I thought those footprints are strange too. You did? I bet you didn't even notice them. At first I tried to go into the beach house from the door facing the road, but it didn't open, so I went around and tried to go in from the beach side door. You couldn't go inside from the roadside because Maru's body was blocking it, right? And that's when I noticed those footprints. The footprints leading from the beach house to the tunnel look like they belong to one person. Someone's footprints leading out of the beach. That's definitely suspicious.
Huh?
It's probably not them. Look, I'm just thinking, I know these are all like high school students, but I'm sure some of them, if they were ever planning a murder, they would at least think maybe I shouldn't murder someone and leave out a door that will go to the beach. Now you mention it, Peko said she went for a little swim, right? Could those footprints be...
Well...
Unfortunately, I went swimming to scout out the first beach. I do not know anything about this beach.
Maybe...
Is that really true?
But still...
But these footprints lead straight from the beach house to the tunnel. Since I was swimming at the beach, of course my footprints would lead from the store to the tunnel. From the shore. I can't read. Then those footprints are there? Then those footprints are there?
It appears...
Are these? It's no mistake. Those there are the killer's footprints. But I have no clue who that might be. Why don't we just check the footprints of everyone? Well, for now it's obvious that this is a clue, don't you think? Of course, yes, it's probably an extremely important clue. If footprints on the beach, okay, and I'm not even going to say the rest of that sentence because I'm sure everyone's dead of listening to me say that from every other time the investigation happens. I will never forgive killing.
However...
Jackie seemed quite different from her usual self. She must feel very strongly about killing. There's not just Chucky, there's no way anyone would forget something like this. Yep, definitely no one. I guess you're right.
Perhaps...
Mahu probably he wanted us to do this, so she would want us to reveal the truth behind her death.
However...
But what she really wanted, she probably wanted to spend time with all of us, peacefully, without something like this happening. Oh, that is sad. Well, just get the body. I'm fed up with talking to people. She lost all life in her body. It's as if she's a shell. Is this really the energetic Mahu I knew? I didn't know them that well. I never hung out with them once because I didn't find them interesting. That's all. I forgot their voice every 20 seconds. I see her laying in front of me, but I still can't believe it. I can't connect this lifeless body to a high-spirited Mahu. But we don't have time to wallow in sentiment. Hajime has no time to do that. I don't really care. There's no way I can just stand here. I slapped both of my hands onto my cheeks and faced Mahu's body one more time. I won't say which cheeks I slapped, but let's just face Mahu's body. Mahu is leaning against the beach door, the door that leads to the beach house door that leads to the road. Again, I can't read today. If she leaned onto the door like this, it would have been impossible to open it. Maybe Mahu tried to run away when she was attacked and tried to crawl to the door. Evidence can be seen in that blood stains on the floor. The streaked as if she crawled through them. So she used all her energy to crawl away, leaning against the door and took her last breath. For someone as headstrong as her to run, she must have felt really desperate. A picture says that she was struck across the entire head. It looks like... Am I the only one who thinks that just a bit of paint splatters on the back of her head? But on this was Monica in the file, it says her entire head was hit. Okay, Monica in the file tasting upset is great, okay. Let's talk to the other person. Okay. This is weird stuff. Some of this weird stuff should only happen in some legs. Okay. Hey, Castaway. That's weird. What do you mean? Well, I wanted to calm myself a little, so I thought maybe getting a drink from the refrigerator. When I opened it a few days ago, I'm pretty sure there was a large variety of drinks.
Man.
But I guess I'm just imagining things. I mean, who cares about drinks right now, huh? What are you talking about? Seriously, it's okay. I've resolved this on my own, so just drop it. What the heck is it? What the heck? You started it? I hate soda so much. There's a lot of drinks inside the refrigerator, but compared to last time, I feel like there's less drinks. It would take a lot of drinks from here. Not only that, the only drinks left in here look either sweetened or coloured. They look unhealthy. That's good, unhealthy stuff, great stuff. Okay, so we got, hey, oh wait. Oh, trash can's full. Maybe there's a clue inside the trash can. That's what I thought, but... There's only a bunch of empty plastic bottles. I don't see anything that looks like a clue. I guess it's not easy that... It's not that easy. Damn it. Okay, trash can. It's been added to it, but it's... like, half the things that had to mistake makes me think it's not get added to its truth, but apparently it is. The closet door is half open. The last time I came here, that wasn't the case. That's a little suspicious. I should probably investigate inside here too. The closet. What's that thing on the floor? This is a pretty spacious walk-in closet. There's not much crap on the shelves, and the floor only one person could stand in here. But if you think about it this way, it means it's possible for only one person to stay in here. Oh, there's stuff on the floor. It's the other thing. It's a gummy candy. I'm starting to think it was Hiyoko. But if that's their name correct. I forget to pronounce people's names. I forget whose name is who because there's so many fucking hate starting names in this series. Finding candy on the floor in a place like this is clearly unnatural. If it's connected to the incident, did someone drop this while they were inside the closet? Yellow gummy candy isn't added to blah blah blah. Okay. There's a lot of stuff jammed onto the shelves, even surfboards in the surfboard case. But they're not put away properly at all. Two boards are stuffed onto one shelf, and some boards are being left outside. Instead, left out instead of being put in the case. And there's also an empty surfboard case as well. Jeez, how careless. I guess that's everything inside the closet. Oh, the area. Sure. Just loads of stuff. I hate it when there's like 7 trillion different things I can press on. According to the Monokuma file, the fatal blow was dealt to Maharu with a blunt object. I don't know if he has fingerprint kits or anything. Blunt object, it's this metal bat, right? Oh, this metal bat.
Yep.
It's the same as the Twilight Syndrome murder case. Huh?
Well?
There's a girl named Girl E who was killed in the game during the 4th day. Oh good, Chiaki plays it as well. That girl was killed with a blow from a metal bat, just like Mahu's. So you're telling me, great, so did you also play the game, Hadri? Is that why you're curious about the metal bat? Yeah, that's exactly it, but did you play it too? I'm sure you know this, but the case this time is strongly connected to Twilight Syndrome murder case, I think. In order to solve the mystery behind Mahu's death, you probably need to solve the game's mystery too. But even if you solve the game mystery, all the clues in it were lousy and useless. I mean, it started on ambiguously and it was still ambiguous when it ended.
Wrong.
That's because you haven't beaten the game. Beaten? Great. I finished the game with a game over, but were you able to beat it? I'm not some gamer girl who talks about video games she's never beaten. So what am I supposed to do to actually beat the game? I can't stop thinking about that for some reason. But for now I should focus on this investigation. So hello. So it's okay to say that this metal bat is absolutely the murder weapon, right? Don't worry, someone's been murdered, but it's someone useful, so we don't have to care that much. Useless. Okay, what could I look at? Oh, there's a mask. What's this? Is this a mask? Did someone bring this from the toy section of the supermarket? How big is that supermarket? Look at how much stuff is in the supermarket. Like, it's just I bet the flipping bats from the supermarket as well. Or maybe party goods, right? Regardless, why is this even here?
Could it be?
Did the killer wear that to conceal their face? They totally stand out. I mean, it's such a gaudy mask. A gaudy mask. Am I pronouncing that correct? Oh, that mask. You've seen it? Sun Witch. It is a super fun anime with viewership surpassing 90% in my country. An anime that has a viewership of over 90% in Sonya's country. Really alright.
It cannot be!
Could it be? Was that mask placed next to the body? Yes, it was. If that is true, could it be what?
I am sorry!
And please give me some time. For reasons unknown, Sonia rushed out of the beach house. Okay. What's with her?
It appears.
It looks like she knows something. If that's the case, I shall wait until she decides to talk about it. Sonia to be so worked up, it must be something big. I wonder what she knows. Pretty anime with a girl mask. Okay. Have I looked at everything yet? Is that my camera hidden in here? That's supposed to be I'm just thinking that I'm going to the point where I'm bored. Get my free stuff and put stuff to the... Outside door. Oh, it was leaning against the door, so I couldn't open it. Okay. Shower room. Oh, this is the shower room. There's a notice on the door. Judging from the illustration, it looks like it's being repaired or under construction, something like that. That's right. The shower's being repaired, so water won't come out. But what about but what about hot water? Well, that's impossible too. If the shower is out of order, then isn't it just a waste of space?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. But when I was planning to fix it, my magic stick was taken from me. So I never got around to fixing it. What the heck? What does your magic stick have to do with repairing?
You're so evil.
Anyway, it's all Myokuma's fault. Everything is all Myokuma's fault. But yeah, keep on telling yourself that when you're the most useless character in this game. Your doubtful eyes are telling me you think I'm Myokuma's accomplice. You must have read my mind. think what you want of me. I've already given up. Well, let me tell you this one more time. As long as you guys work together, you should be able to stand against any kind of despair. I promise I will help with that. I don't care. What help? You're doing the opposite. Oh well, anyway, it looks like the shower room is definitely out of order. And I guess I should check the inside too. Shower room is out of blah blah blah, I don't know. Okay. Guess I might as well check the inside of the shower room too. Oh, I can't notice it here. This is a really nice, really spacious shower room. It is. If it's this huge, you should also use it as a dressing room. Changing in the beach house is forbidden. Jeez, what an unreasonable rule. I guess it's like Connor's here. For a spacious place, the idea that we look at earlier, if you think there's a toilet, but you really can't use it as a step stool. A window. There's a window. It's small, but maybe you can crawl out of it somehow. It probably doesn't mean anything if someone can crawl through it. But I can't seem to take my mind off of it. However, the ceiling is really high, so what that window is also situated in a very high place. It's so high that even if I stretched out my hand, I can't reach it. It's probably about 9 feet up. And not just that, it's an iron bed window. If that's the case, yes, it'd be impossible to get in and out through there.
What?
What? Are you still thinking about that window? Yeah, I was thinking the killer might have escaped through there.
Leave it to me!
Ah, right, I got it. I'll pitch in and help you out. Huh?
Now then.
Go on, give me a pick, right? I'll check the window for you. Pitch in and help it. It feels like I'm the one who's pitching in and helping.
I'll pick you up!
If you don't hurry up, I'll punch you. Oh, great. She's really into this. No matter what I say, it's not gonna matter. Fine, I'll just leave it to you. Don't worry, Mike. I say that's good. I'm not. I just saw a deep sigh, then bent over under the window.
Right.
Great. As she shouted, the color jumped onto my shoulders. I do, but I really like there's flies next to them.
Hey! Your balance sucks! Make sure your stance is wider! You
You're a lot heavier than I expected.
Yeah, because I'm so buff. Like, every time I get a massage, they tell me I'm just a mass of muscles.
A massage, huh? Do you have a trainer or something since you're the ultimate gymnast?
Nah, I don't have a trainer. My stepmom's lovers like to get drunk and give me full-body massages.
I shouldn't have asked.
So, how's the window?
Let's see. I see. So that's what happened.
Did you find anything?
Well, since there's this iron bar, I was pretty sure no one would be able to get through the window. But check it out.
Check it out. Hold on. I'll give it a try.
The recording on my shoulders, I cranked my neck so high that I started to worry.
This iron bar ain't even pinned down. Looks like you can open and close it pretty easy. See? My head can fit through, no problem.
Then it's not impossible to go in and out of that window?
Yep.
I kind of jumped off my shoulders and flashed a wide grin. Is that a big discovery? I can't. But the problem is, how were they able to reach that window? Even if I jumped, I can't I can't really reach it. But if the two people work together like us, it wouldn't be a problem, right? And if that's the case, it would mean the killer had an accomplice.
Huh?
What does that word mean? That sounds like a big word. Is that the name of a kung fu master? But even if there was an accomplice, the person acting as the superstore would still be inside.
Like?
If you really think about it, but just one person could get out of here without help, right? Really?
So?
Yeah, like...
I got it.
A freaking ninja could do it, you know? A ninja could climb fences and walls, no problem, right? I can't. Just as I thought, it looks different to go in and out through the window. What the heck? I even took the time to lend you my wisdom.
Piss me off.
You're the one who asked it. It said it was suspicious, so I took the time to pitch it out.
You.
It was such a waste of time to help you out. Oh, you still were like no, I didn't. I saw 5. Oh, it's not like it's the end of the world, dude. I'm telling you, I didn't look at them. I barred the window. Okay, I guess that's pretty much everything I noticed in this shower room. I guess I've finished investigating all I can. There's still not enough. But from the clues here, I don't think I have enough to find the truth. Looks like I should try investigating that again to find out when Maharu got killed. Try a syndrome murder case. Girl E was killed in the game by a single blow from a metal bat. Metal bat, that's the same weapon that was used to kill Maharu. I'm just thinking, like, if a killer gets their way of killing from a video game, they really are bad at killing. There's no way that's just a coincidence, right?
Actually...
In truth, this game's theme is a missing link. You know, it's a recurring theme for mysteries, right? It's kind of like a hidden connection. Missing link. If that's the killer's motive for the killing this time, then that mystery must be hidden inside that game. Plus, the person who might know about that mystery is standing right next to me. Of course, Jack. I should ask her about it. That has been updated. Okay, that Jack is some stuff. Hey Jack, I have something I want to ask you. Are you okay right now? Are you done investigating here already? I think I've finished investigating once.
Yep.
Once. Then let's go. Go?
So...
You want to know about Twilight Syndrome, right? Well, I think you should actually play it. But you should actually play it yourself.
Let's go.
So let's go. Yeah, you're right. With Chucky leading, I left the beach house, then she fell asleep halfway to the flipping park, and I just had to carry her there. Big guys. And headed over to Jabberwock Park, where the unsettling arcade machine was placed. It's not that unsettling. So it's like, it feels like one of those low budget shit things that no one likes. But I never expected the person to be waiting there. I guess the Monica or something. No, Nagato. Yeah!
Hello there.
Why, hello there, Hajime and Chiaki. I'm glad you guys are doing well. Nagato? Thank you. It feels like it's been a long time since I was able to talk to you two like this. Enough that, even though we haven't spoken for just a few days.
Why?
Why are you here? Well, there's no need to worry about a loser like me. Well, importantly, did you hear? Apparently Maru got killed this time. She's how horrible. She was the heart of our group. Always spirited and very eager to talk. Supposed to be killed. If only I could have taken her place, I would have gladly done it.
Amazing.
But still, you guys will be able to shine because this outcome is full of despair, right? That's right. No matter how dark the despair, hope can shine much brighter and stronger. Yeah, tough. I do feel bad for Maru. This is quite exciting. How will everyone overcome despair this time? Looks like you feel no remorse. Usually he's acting so crazy. He's almost pissed. He's almost pissing me off. So why are you here? Who told you about Maru?
Now.
Yeah, yeah. You don't have to make that scary face. So I'll tell you. You know, Monami.
It's Monami!
Yes, it was me. Yeah, why did you untie Nagato without anyone's permission? Did I do bad? I just wanted everyone to get along and you... no cooperation. There's no way we'll get along. You know what kind of guy he is? Yes. But fighting among friends is what Markima wants you guys to do.
Now.
Hajime, you should forgive her. Monami is making a valid point too. You have no right to say that. But now's not the time for friends to fight. There's going to be a class trial for Maru, right?
That's right!
That's right. No, that's why everyone must work together and have Monokuma enough already. Just go away already. Understand? I'm so happy they're gone. Nagato, you two, hurry up and get lost.
Man.
Well, I'm a little early, but I guess I'll do that. I already saw the true ending of that game, so there's really no reason for me to be here. True ending.
Now then.
So, although I might be a little late, I too will do some investigating for a while. I will try to be useful in my own way. Who do you want to be useful to, the killer or us? Isn't it obvious? I'll always be on the side of hope. The more I talk to him, the creepier he gets. The more I listen to him, the more I don't understand him. If he didn't exist, the situation would be a lot easier to deal with. But it would be boring. Damn it.
Hey.
Correct. Hajime, let's just move on and start the game. You're right. To Twilight Syndrome murder case. even if I do play this, I might just get a game over again. Before I start, I should just ask Chucky if there's a walkthrough for this game. There's not gonna be a walk. Mike Kuma made it himself. There's no walkthrough, probably. Hey, can I ask you something? Is there a walkthrough for this game? I feel like I'm just going to repeat the second day and watch it again and then get a game over. So if there is a walkthrough, can you tell me about it?
Well?
When you get a game over, that's the walkthrough. Huh? What do you mean?
Want me to tell you?
You want me to tell you? I'll tell you if you want. As a hidden command. A hidden command?
See?
You should have seen it too. You know that thing that was displayed on the game over screen? Is that... I'm talking about the message that says down 5.
That's right.
Just so you know, that doesn't mean you down 5 drinks or something. It means you have to press it down 5 times. Then the hidden command is you just have to press the down button 5 times there when you're on the title screen. If you do that, you should be able to go to the real game. That's the trick, just as expected of the Ultimate Gamer.
Nope.
It doesn't have anything to do with being a gamer. This is just you either get it or you don't. In fact, Nadia got it on his own, so it looks like he managed to beat the game. Come on, give it a try. Yeah, I got it. I feel so stupid now. Monokuma Software, licensed by Monokuma Inc. This game is work of non-fiction. Any resemblance to a real life person, living or dead, is purely connected. I need to press down 5 times on the top screen. Alright, let's do this. Open the next door to Twilight Syndrome murder case. Press down 5 times on your with your own hands. Okay. Truth edition. Okay, the screen telling she was right.
Yep.
This is the real game. The Twilight Syndrome case. The Twilight Syndrome murder cases. True edition. I should start it up. I need to find out why this is the motive. I'll start if I press the options button, right? Now press the options button, okay. This annoys me. We open with a special murder case. A tragic killing that occurred while the grounds of the academy that the girls attended. Based on their understanding of the crime scene, the police ruled that the incident was the work of a pervert who snuck into the school grounds. However, there was a secret behind the incident. Even before the janitor first discovered the body, there was a student who witnessed the crime. The student was 5 schools. I can't read it, or it's scrolling faster than I can read. Skip. Day 1, finally. I hate this. I'm sorry, I really sorry for keeping you all waiting. Jeez, you've gone. We're gonna go home late because we had to wait for the Slowpoke girl. It's sad that they just didn't think of names. I can just tell this was made very quickly by Monokuma. Just put like one code in the game and that's it. Alright, great. Come on, girl, babe. You don't have to be that mad. Hey, don't go taking photos without permission. People might mistake us for good friends. I'm not your friend. Well, there's no way I'd ever be friends with a nasty, trashy pig shit like you. This is stupid. The way girl, blah 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 blah. Okay, who actually cares about this? There's probably a flipping clue in here, and I'll probably have to go through the whole stupid game. The girl treats people even loan sharks looking to collect would be sick to their stomach. Is girl E here yet? Blah blah blah, I don't care. Apparently she forgot something. She told us to wait just a little longer. She can't find her school swimsuit, blah blah. Her swimsuit maybe got stolen. This is sad. You don't know if it has been spotted in the area recently. You should be super careful, girl. Chubby, blah blah blah. Like you makes the perfect prey. Hey, stop it, girl. I'm really scared. I don't care. Right. My disappointment in this part of the game just makes me want to get this investigation over and done with. Vicky, should I just skip this whole part? Yeah, but it's basically gameplay. Sure, it's fun to bully girl. What was that sound? It sounds like glass breaking. It sounds like it came from the second floor. Let's go. Okay, great. This is stupid. Puff, there we go. Golly, what happened? I don't know, I walked by the front of the music room just now, and I suddenly heard that sound of glass breaking. Is someone in there? That's what I think, but I think the door's locked, so I can't get in. I can't get it open. You're right, it's locked. I was like, did someone lock it from the inside? Is someone really in there? You can tell how much I actually care about this by them all having the same voice. If we use the key from the teacher's lounge, we can open this door, right? Did they just leave these students here after flipping school hours? I'm just thinking, like, it makes no sense. Is it just like all during detention, they just didn't want to say it? And the teachers are just like, well, these people seem okay, so we'll leave them at school and they can steal our stuff if they want. Okay, I'll go to the teacher's lounge and get the key to the music room. The teachers are probably gone by now, so I'm sure we can bring the key over in secret. Literally, why? But I have a bad feeling about this. Why are they not gone? This is stupid. I found the key and nobody was there, so it was super easy to get. So let's open it right away. Okay. Go, you lead the way. Me? Why me? Why is it always me? Come on, hurry up, or I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Classic. Let me guess, is someone dead? Oh no. I don't care. Someone's laying on the floor. Listen, she's not laying down. She's dead. Oh no. Dead? Oh look, that thing went red. That's impossible. Why? Lower your voice. They might still be nearby. I mean, this looks like someone murdered her. Murdered? Seriously, shut up. What's gonna happen if the killer notices us? What should we do? What should I do? Something. Shut the flip up. I see some. That's what happened. I found this. The killer's escape route. Escape route? Could it be? Let me guess. Is it the broken window? I could never guess it was the broken window. The window is broken. The sound we heard from the entrance hall was probably the window breaking. Someone probably locked the music room door from the inside, and after killing this girl, they broke the window and escaped outside. Looks like she got hit by something when she died, but I can't seem to find anything bloody here. What happened to the weapon? Did the killer take it? Well, probably yes. So the killer just ran out the window. If they just wanted to run away, they could have opened the window. Why did they have to break it? They were probably trying to leave it in a hurry. Look, there's evidence. This is stupid. So it's like almost 8 o'clock and I'm just thinking, can I really do this video for an hour if I have to do this boring part? Yeah, but I don't find this interesting. The fish turned by the window is tipped over and all the gravel is scattered. They must have accidentally tipped it over when they were frantically trying to get out. Ah, look, broken fish tank. It's not too high to jump from the second floor, and maybe they thought it'd be safe. That's safer than the hallway. But is that really it? I mean, to lock the door, you have to either lock it from the inside of the music room, or use the laundry key. The flipping key. And then when I went to get the music room key, it was in the teacher's lounge. So the killer would have had time to return the key before they broke the window. And the door could have been locked from the inside. That means the killer was inside the music room. Also, to get outside from the music room, they need to have passed by us in the entrance hall. But we didn't see anyone pass by, so sad. Which means the killer only escaped. The killer's only escape route was this window. Yes, we had to give you all this explanation, even though it was kind of obvious from a broken window that you could tell someone probably jumped out of. Killer's escape route, don't care. It's probably the pervert I heard about. He's the one who snuck inside the school grounds. My school swimsuit was stolen. I couldn't find it anywhere. I don't care. And the pervert who stole girl's school swimsuit also murdered the girl over there. I don't care. They probably locked the music room so they could. Nope. But she ended up resistant. So they frantically tried to get away, broke the window and escape. Isn't it bad if we stay here much longer? I hate that I'm getting in-game levels on this. Why if you stay here much longer? I mean, I don't want to get involved in something like this, and the killer might still be around too. That's bad, uber bad. We better hurry up and run. I don't like this game. But don't we have to report this to the police? Didn't you know about what happens when you report this kind of stuff to the police? You become prime suspect just because you found the body first. I definitely don't want that. Yeah, it's best if we leave this room how we found it. Just lock the door, leave everything how it was. This is stupid. Look, we found someone's dead body. Oh, hey, please wait, don't leave me. I didn't day for it. What happened to day 2? Girl D. Sorry, did I make you wait? I don't care. So what's up? You asked me to meet here. Don't tell me you're gonna confess your love to me. This is stupid. What happened? I want you to look at this photo. On the day of the incident, I found this where, and I peeked into the next door classroom. as I was going home. I couldn't help taking a picture. What do you think these broken tailpipes mean? That sound was heard from the entrance, or wasn't the sound of the window breaking? What is this? I don't know anything about this face. And if that's the case, the killer didn't escape from the window. Seriously, I don't know anything. It's okay, I made sure to throw it away. When I found it, you'd be in trouble, right? Girl, are you trying to blackmail me? Of course not, that's not what this is about. If there's something you're hiding from me, I want you to say it. And we're friends, right? You didn't say anything either. I knew that girl who got killed was tormenting you. No, she was just tormenting. She wasn't just tormenting you. She was seriously making your life a living hell. That was in your photograph club back in middle school, right? She was probably jealous of your talent, so I'm supposed to be your best friend. If you told me this would have happened, girl, don't tell me you that thought she could do anything she wanted because of her family influence. I just couldn't stand it anymore. You know, at first I tried to talk to her, but that started talking shit about how she'd target me next time, so I felt a sudden rage, and before I knew it, I was choking her. And then she lost consciousness, but things would have been worse if she woke up, so that's why I had to do something about it. It's not my fault. It's not my fault or yours. It's all her fault. Oh, girlie, don't go. I'm so very sharp and shit. Huh? That girlie was it? Where? Oh dear, she was with her on the day of the incident. So she threw something away here. What was it? What the hell is this photo? This vases? Could it be the sound of breaking glass was actually this? If it wasn't, why? If it wasn't, why did she try to secretly get rid of this? What the hell did she do to her little sister? I don't get. It's like I need to ask her a few questions, and if that really did that, I will never forgive her. Game clear. Why? Well, sorry, this is the end.
That's right.
That's the true edition. The incident was day 1 and the third day. And the third day are just depicted in it. Yep, now you've filled in all 4 events from the first day to the 4th day. Hey Chucky, what do you think of the characters in this game? You mean like Girl A and... You mean like Girl A and Girl B? Their names make no sense, and they have no romantic chemistry either. No, not that.
See?
Which way are you talking? While you were talking, looks like the ending staff roll started. Staff roll.
Perhaps.
You should be able to find out what you want to know if you look at it properly. What I want to know is on this staff roll. Producer Mike Kuma, director Mike Kuma, service Mike Kuma, plan scenario Mike Kuma, programmer Mike Kuma, graphics Mike Kuma, sound Mike Kuma, cast Tatsumi Kozumi Hiyoko Miyosata Kuyuzu Kuma Studios Product Scream My Kuma, wait, just now.
See?
Please didn't I tell you what you want to know is going to be on there.
Miracle!
Yay, congrats, Miracle, congratulations. You have finally beaten Twilight Syndrome Murder Case. Now that you guys have played this game through to the end, you should already know. That's right, the game is a non-fiction game based on an actual past incident. Is that true?
By the way,
non-fiction means an original story based on historical facts or records. Hey, answer my question. But even if this is non-fiction, you guys probably don't remember it. Well, that can't be helped. The school life you no longer remember is the setting for this school. Our school life.
isn't that wonderful?
At any rate, congratulations. Now, then as for the ending prize, that I'm supposed to give you, the reward for cleaning the game. I won't give it to you. Ending prize. There was only one ending prize, and I already gave it to the first person who beat it. How disappointing. Did you say ending prize? Like I was told the same thing when I beat it too.
Aww.
Man, I was too late. If I'd known something like this was going to happen, I would have played the game sooner. Ending price has been added to the triplet section of your handbook. Thinking, maybe the actual killer beat the game. Well, the ending price isn't the problem, it's what Monkuma said earlier. He mentioned how he used our school life as the setting of the game. Just as I thought, so it's connected to this time too. Or is it really true? If we already lived our school lives and our memories were completely taken, it would be a reboot of Danganronpa 1 but on an island. Is something that crazy actually possible? Probably it's Danganronpa, so it always ends up with flipping memory loss. Because my Kuma can't think of anything better. I'm just wondering, like, Junko's, like, the mastermind's dead from, like, the first game, so just make someone that different mastermind. They can't just use the same person again, right? Unless they made good enough reason for them to not be dead. Then what did they do to us?
You...
It looks like there's something on your mind, Tatsumi. Huh?
Perhaps...
Monkuma probably said the same thing to everyone else who's beaten this game. This game is non-fiction. That is the missing link that exists in our forgotten school memories. So, do you believe it? Do you really believe our memories were taken? I don't know, but instead of thinking about that right now, we gotta focus on solving this mystery first. Whether we believe it's the motive or not, it's clear that a murder did occur. If that's the case, then I need to question them directly. If I do that, I might be able to learn something. You're talking about the people whose characters appeared in the game, right? Then I'll go too. That's right. I get some information from them. I might find out about something. Maybe mystery behind Maru's death, whether this game is true or not, and if we really had our school memories taken away.
Hey!
Then let's hurry and ask the others. And while you're at it, ask them how it feels to be characters in the game.
Leave it to me.
Also, if you want to give your thoughts about the contents of this game, talk to me anytime. I see, thanks, that's a huge help. I don't know whether they are right now, but we won't learn anything if we just stand here. Alright, let's go.
Hello there.
Why, hello there, Hajime and Chucky. We meet again. The time is too perfect. You were waiting here, weren't you?
You caught me?
Ah, so you caught me. Wouldn't it be best if we travelled together? If we've beaten the game, we must think similarly, right?
Man.
No. Maybe I'll be able to conscious, but a guy like me thinking similar to you guys. It's okay. You just make your point.
Well,
there was an airport on the first island, right? I told them to meet up there. Them?
you don't know?
Why, the characters who appeared as Twilight Syndrome murder case, of course. The girls must be busy with their investigations too. I'd be a waste of time if we both questioned them.
Bye
too.
now.
No. If you want to hear what they have to say, you should come with me. I'll go on ahead and wait for you guys. What should we do? I guess the only thing to do is go. I guess you're right. After talking to Nagito is great, yes. Not happy, Nagito's my favourite Nagito's one of my favourite characters. My favourite character is always going to be Kameda. Oh, okay. Hajime, over here. I'll never forget the Kameda voice. Miko and Ibuka here are all here. The names on the staff roll for Twilight Syndrome murder case were Sumiki, Kozuma, Sayonji, Miyoda, Sato, and Kuzuria.
Wow.
I wanted Furuhiko to come too, but he locked himself in his cottage and I couldn't come out for me. So unfortunately he's absent. It's probably because I'm so incompetent. I apologise.
What?
It's okay to be absent. I thought you said we'd get executed if we didn't come. Executed. I mean, you said Monica had something important in this house, right? Yeah, we came because you told us that. Sorry, that was a lie. A lie? You tricked her. I can't. What the heck?
Jeez!
Fine then, I'm leaving.
Wait!
Can you wait until we finish our business with you, right, Hajime? This is like I'm on the same team as Nagito. No, I can't focus on that right now. I have to get information from them. Let's talk to Miko first. Hi, do you have a minute? There's something I want to ask you. Have you played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case, Miko? No, since we said we weren't going to play that game, as I'm not really good at video games. I'm pretty slow and I panic instantly. Timid tone, I'm pretty sure the girl A character was like that too.
Hey.
Anyway, can you tell me about your relationship with Mahiru? Relationship with Mahiru?
Well...
I first met her when we first gathered at the classroom with everyone else. And after arriving at the island, I did have a few conversations with her. Could it be, did Mahiru hate me? That's definitely it, she hated me. She doesn't know anything, no, it's more like she doesn't remember anything. But even though she hated me, for her to actually invite me, she must have been a really kind person. Invite? Mahiru invited me this morning. She looked very suspicious and she was wondering if we could all meet up so she could discuss something. I already had plans to go to a beach, so I had to decline because I needed to prepare for that. And when I did, she made this blunt face and said that she'll reschedule for another day. If only I went with her, this would have happened. Why? Mika invited Maharu invited Mika. I hate there's so many names of M at the beginning of the, like there's so many names of H at the beginning of this series. I just get fed up. Maharu invited Mika and why? That's not fair. I can't believe you actually tricked us that we'd come to this place. I have nothing to say to impudent regular people like you. Regular? Oh, jeez, right. That I might be a regular guy, but I have an ultimate talent, or at least I should have one. Hey, Buki, can I ask you something?
Why, you?
Bring it on! But have you played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case?
Aww.
Well, that's a computer game, right? I'm basically off like those things. And Buki's a tough girl, so I don't touch anything powered by electricity except electrical guitars. I'm pretty sure that's a lie. Hey, but now's not the time to really dwell on something like that. Her unique tone and hyper energy, there was a character like that in the game too. Let me ask you one more thing. What's the relationship between you and Maharu? you mean this in a perfect way, right? No. In a normal way, like a normal everyday way of just asking questions. Well, even if you ask me that, the Buki's encounters with Maharu was when I asked Maharu this morning to go to the beach with her, she made this real disappointed face. A disappointed face?
I see.
Yeah, but disappointed varies depending on the person. Buki associates it with the department store rooftops. Let's stay focused on Maharu.
That's totally
It turns out Maharu had some business to she wanted to invite me to that instead. That's something like She said something like I was thinking about meetings with everyone, but if you already had plans, do you know what she meant by everyone?
Aww.
No, but I didn't ask. I see. Maharu invited Buki. Why?
I see.
Looks like we've obtained some pretty valuable testimonies based on that. It seems like Maharu also beat that game. Why do you know that?
You don't know?
If she hadn't, she shouldn't have chosen these people to talk to. Because she beat the game, she talked to the people who appeared in the game. Just like what we're doing right now. Oh, maybe she was the first one to beat it. If she was, I'm surprised Chucky didn't get the prize.
Still.
But in her case, it was much more serious, probably. I mean, she was forced to learn that she was involved in the game. Why am I thinking that? That's why those two people who Hiko's last name. And Baku said that someone did something to Hiko's sister. Okay, now I see why. Now you understand day 4. You found out who it was and killed them. And had them killed. Which makes sense. Oh, they killed them or had them killed. Oh, okay. And the anime shows you who that is. Okay. And she was focused on she was forced to learn that she was involved in that game. That's true. But I'm surprised. I never thought Maharu would play that game. It's true. That was unexpected. Nagato, didn't you tempt her into playing that game?
Huh?
What? I remember. Anyway, what happened to Maru? Did she leave saying she had some business to take care of? Why do you know that? Why do you know that, Kameda? Wait, you tempted her, right? Just like you did Timmy.
How mean.
Tempt? That's a rude thing to say.
No, that's wrong.
That's disrespectful towards Maru.
Isn't that right?
There's no way her feelings would change just because a useless guy like me tempted her. At that time, she was already considering giving that game a try, and all I did was give her a little push.
It's obvious.
That's all I did. That's all it was. What the heck?
Well...
But more importantly, isn't it better if we listen to what she has to say? She's being quiet as ever. I'm counting on you, Hiyoko.
Hey.
If Maru is fair to everyone who appeared in the game, she should have talked to you too, right? Well, Hiyoko, she never talked to me at all.
Weird.
Man, what a surprise! I didn't expect you to ask me such an easy question.
Hi.
So I'm just going to go back to my cottage now. Hey, Hiyoko. Hiyoko. I said Hiyoko. I'm forgetting names. Ignoring my voice, Hiyoko ran away as though she were avoiding me. Looks like it's okay to say she ran away. Yeah, she's clearly suspicious. That's pretty much decided. Decided.
Now then.
Regardless, it looks like we're finished here. So why don't we part ways for now? See you in the trial, Hajime. There's still something I need to investigate.
Bye now.
I'll see you again later. Hey, what the heck is his problem? Even his exit was pushing. Chucker, what should we do? Should we go back to the scene of the crime one more time and investigate? It's very important to investigate the scene of the crime, but let's go over Maru's cottage first. Maru's cottage? If she breathes again, it's best if we investigate there, I think.
See?
She might have that. Oh, the engine prize. If that's the case, I'll go with you. You're okay with that, right? That's your cue to say yes. Well, goodbye, other people. I'm running. I'm going to the game. Okay, which side? George Maho's? Is it this line? Jackie. Yoga. Sonia Pecco. Mahu. I guess I just throw all the boys on one side, I guess. Dollars and that. Moving after you told would be two third rate, so I made sure to be one step ahead. However, removing what's inside is a huge no-no. There's those who want to investigate too. I guess I should go inside. And my with like here's like at least this game they're not flipping like I see one. Compared to the room to my room, this car has a somewhat pleasant smell wafting throughout the air. That proves Mahura was here. But she's not coming back. I see you, Monokuma. Then I guess.
See?
Try looking for a naughty bird. Why?
Yep.
No, I was only kidding. Kidding, are you that kind of person? This, well, at least I know I don't feel nervous anymore. Wait, could that be the reason she said that?
See?
So if it looks like we don't need to search for it, check out that thing on top of the bed. On top of the bed. Scream like her.
No.
The envelope, that thing. There's an envelope on top of the bed. Why do I keep leveling up? Why I level up so much?
Hey.
Could it be this might be the ending tries Monokuma gave to the first person to beat the game? What's inside the envelope? Let's find out. I turned over the envelope and what came falling out was a few photos. This photo. This is from Nikon, Ibuki and Yoku in what appears to be some sort of entrance hall. It's just like the game. There was a similar scenario during the first day of Twilight True edition. Girl B was in a bad mood because Girl A was late, and Girl D tried to cheer her up by taking her picture. Is this what photo she took? Enter all photos been added, blah blah blah. Okay. Look at this photo too. A broken face. So these events, do these events play out in our school? Is that the same photo of Girl you showed Girl E on the third day? As I recall it, a broken vase was in the classroom next to the music room. That's what you want to know. The broken vase photo was added to the triplet section of your handout. Okay.
But still.
But this photo is more shocking. As Shaggy showed the photo to me, I was stunned in silence. This is an actual photo of a dead body. Since there's a piano behind the body, it looks like it's in the music room. If that's the case, could this be the photo of the first victim? You mean... You mean it's the victim of the murder that occurred on day one? Yeah, that's the one that they blamed on a pervert. Because that's what you blame everything on. High school girl crime scenes that I don't know. And one more. This is the last photo. This is probably the photo of the girl E after she got killed on the fourth day. I mean, it really matches her body in the game.
See?
Yeah, there's no mistake. This is the photo of Girl E. Okay. Girl E's crime scene photos and blah blah blah. Can we just call them by name? With that, we've finished looking at all the photos. So based on all these photos, it seems pretty clear this is the ending prize. This is the ending prize for beating Twilight. That's terrible. and what was depicted in these photos proves that the Twilight Syndrome murder case is based on natural murder. Does that mean that stuff about memories being stolen? What's this? Is there something else?
See?
There's a note inside the envelope. Try playing Twilight Syndrome. After you get a game over, press down 5 times for the real game. And once you do, you should remember what you all did to my sister. We'll talk then. Just know.
Wait. Time out.
Maybe the first person to beat the game and receive the ending prize wasn't Mahu. Someone else sent this to Mahu. Fuyuhiko. It's that I've watched the anime, so I know whose sister it is. There's two with the last name of Fuyuhiko's last name as well, so you could just tell. And the fact that one person said they'd pay for what they did to their sister, you could just tell that it was Fuyuhiko. Someone else sent this to Maharu. I can't. The Chiaki voice is just on demand in my head today. And the person is the one who actually received the enterprise. Maharu wasn't just lured there by Nagito. She also received his envelope.
Yep.
And that's why she played the game, right? Then the person who played this game first, this envelope looks very familiar. And the word sister written in based on these clues, I can't think of anyone other than him. Fuyuhiko killed her. Yep, I'm glad we came here to investigate, because we discovered a very important clue. Fuyuhiko is going to get the shit beaten out of him by everyone. Yeah, I agree. I bet it was Fuyuhiko. Yeah, I blame Fuyuhiko. I'm just thinking, like, he's the most obvious suspect. He knows something, and his blood of rage could have made him commit murder. Okay, but there's still one thing left. We have to find out who actually killed Maharu, but I think it's Fuyuhiko. There's no way, but there's not much time left, so I need to hurry. Fuyuhiko, it's the Fuyuhiko I go. Okay, where's Fuyuhiko? Hajime and Chiaki, what a coincidence. If something happens twice, third time's the chance, so they say. What coincidence? Are you a stalker or something?
Now.
Don't say that. I was just thinking about filling you in on the results of my investigation. Did you find something?
Bound to me.
I'll let you know if you drop to your knees and lick my shoes. Huh? Just kidding, I was joking. It's a lie. It didn't sound like a joke.
Actually.
Well, it's about the footprints. The killer left their footprints in front of the beach house, right? Did you find out whose footprints those are? If you want to know, I highly recommend you come to the beach house with me. No, with you? Of course, you'll come with me, right? I don't trust him as far as I can throw him, but if I can get a clue. What do you think? What are you going to do, Jackie? I'm going to try talk to Fuyuhiko and see if he can tell me anything. So I'll leave this to you.
Yep.
Yeah, that's definitely a good idea. No, Hajime, let's hang out for 5 minutes. Damn it. If someone like me tried to talk to him, it'd be impossible, but it might be different with a girl. But just be careful that he doesn't get rough with you.
Yep.
I guess this is where we part ways. I'll see you later, Hajime. If Nagito hasn't murdered you.
What?
Did you actually want her to stay? Actually, what do you mean?
Bye now.
Let's go. I'll go on ahead to the beach house and wait there. Right. Okay, fine. As long as Chuck is wrong way. Okay, as long as Chuck is searching for. Okay, as long as Chuck is searching for Fuyuhiko. That wrong way. This way. Because Chuck is getting Fuyuhiko's testimony and nonsense like that. I don't care that much. Thinking of that, who would run like this the entire game? When you could easily do like the fast run. No, this is terrible. Oh, hello, Gundam. Goodbye, Gundam. Can I get through the normal door yet? I completely forgot this door was going to open because Mahu's body's blocked it. I should go around and... I was really hoping I didn't have to do this. Oh, hello, Nagito.
Now then.
Let's try going inside. Which house?
My!
Nagito.
Whoa!
Well, why the hell are you here?
Hello there.
Why, hello there, Kazuichi. Thank you for going easy on me earlier. Thanks to you, I was able to walk around with just mild bruising. You clearly think like an ultimate.
What the heck?
This. You two have arrived at a good time. Big news! I have discovered something very terrible. A terrible discovery. Not only that, I believe it's nothing like Sonya. It's nothing like Sonya, but there's something I noticed too. You too, Mikan? Yeah, this is great. It looks like the investigation is reaching its boiling point. I love it when it reaches its boiling point. What do you find out? Listen, I have big news. Huge news. What's the big news?
See?
Remember that son which Esper into mask that was next to Mahuro's body? Oh, the mask the killer used to hide their face.
Listen!
No, that is not correct. The mask was not used to hide their face. So what was it
Well?
for? Sparkling Justice. Huh? Sparkling Justice is a serial killer and a self-professed ally of justice whose name makes mankind shudder. They wear hero masks at all times. Supposedly they are a serial killer who only murders those criminals.
That is an order!
Do not look so disappointed, Hajime. You need to be surprised. This Sparkling Justice. This Sparkling Justice character, what's the serial killer? That's the serial killer you were talking about before, right? It's true that the mask we found is a hero mask, but it is a hero mask to be precise. What son which Esper into is a pretty witch girl. See, a heroine. Anyway, so you're saying that it's possible that this serial killer is the one who killed Mahu. Are they gonna do the serial killer shit again? Which means this is a serial killer. There is a serial killer hiding among us. Equally, we're copying a Danganronpa 1 then. Just on an island. I'm a crazy character. I'm pretty sure I've seen a twist like this in some video game. This is stupid. Serial killer my ass. The killer just used it to cover their face.
That's weird.
But even so, they sure chose something that stands out. That might be true.
However,
although it's easy to write things off as foolish, it might be best if we exercise some caution. Sonya, can you tell me everything you know about this so-called Sparkling Justice?
as the light of justice shines upon my mask, I expose the hearts of malevolent evil.
What the hell?
Justice complete. The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky.
I could just tell that she went through this in a mirror like 50 times.
That would be me. Sparkling justice!
What the heck was that?
Well?
It's a Sparkling Justice catchphrase.
What?
It's a very long one. An unknown serial killer has a catchphrase.
Do you have a minute?
I read it in a magazine I read it in a magazine in the library. There's only ever been one person, a journalist, who has interviewed Sparkling Justice. The article was written in their native language, so I tried translating it.
However,
in the end, that journalist was punished for Sparkling Justice too. No good can come from getting involved with a serial killer. The serial killer might not want to hear that from you. This is all I know about Sparkling Justice. Thanks to the masks, nobody knows their true age or gender, making them a very mysterious individual. Hey, isn't that kind of stretched to say there's a serial killer hiding in the group? Literally, I'm sure I've seen this in some video game.
Listen!
Kadaka. No, it does not mean that they are in our group. It is possible the serial killer was lurking on this island all along before they decided to murder Maru. That's probably not possible. But that is the only thing I can think of. I only think of serial killers, as you can probably guess. That is basically my whole character. I mean, no matter how much I think about it, I simply cannot believe it. One of us is capable of committing such a horrible murder. But I do remember, I'm forgetting the first trial 100%. Like, I'm sure I didn't say anything like this the first time, unless I did. No matter how much I think about it, I simply cannot believe it. I blame the Sparkling Justice. Sonia, shut the flip up. I do understand Sonia's feelings, but I don't give a shit about them. It's highly unlikely that there's a serial killer hiding on this island. I'm gonna see what Mikon has to say. Hey Mikon, what do you have to say? What useless shit do you have to say? Mikon, you had something to say too, right? Compared to the others, what I have to say isn't that important. So please don't get your hopes up and be disappointed. I get it, so just get on with it. I tried my best to perform the autopsy and I was able to find out I was definitely killed by a blow to the head. She was probably struck from behind by one blow based on the scar. The weapon is clearly the metal bat. But every dark cloud has a silver lining. As they say, it looks like Maru didn't suffer. What does that mean? There's no doubt she died instantly. Her death was instant? That sounds a little strange, I think I better remember that. The killer probably dragged her up to the door to stop people from escaping that way. I remember that. Maru's autopsy report. Okay. That's what I did. And there's another thing I found. I'm sorry I started walking on my own. There was where are you busy right now? Just tell me. I'm doing the autopsy. I discovered this is Maru's pocket. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place and time? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30 PM. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret until then, and let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Kyoko, play on G. This letter. If this letter is really with me, Kyoko met up with Maru, right? Plus Maru's estimated time of death was around 3 PM, and they met 30 minutes prior. If we think about what that implies, then I'm starting to get confused. If it's true, what does it mean? What happened between Maru and Hiyoko? Okay, I know the truth, but obtained. Okay, now I can tell. There's a lot of shit you wanted to know. Hey, tell me what you know already. Didn't you find out those footprints? Those footprints, those were actually hell? Were you able to find this out? After listening to everyone's story at the airport, I went to a certain place. Well, it's probably better to say I snuck in. To everyone's cottages. Everyone's cottages?
Yep.
I told Monkey I needed access to for the investigation, so he simply let me in. He did something shady again.
Now then.
But why did I do something like that? Well, I'll explain my reasons to you. Like I squatted down near the entrance to the house and began to spread some papers here for me. Come on, Hajime, take a look. After all, I went to the trouble of gathering all this. Those footprints. I see. So the reason you stuck into everyone's cottages was...
Yep.
That's right. I wanted to get a sample of everyone's footprints. But unfortunately, Fujiko wouldn't leave his cottage, so I couldn't complete it. Well, I guess it's not a big deal. It seems obvious that the footprints belong to this person. Those footprints are...
Yep.
Hyoko's Saionji. Hyoko?
Well...
To be honest, the reason I summoned her to the airport was so I could lure her out of her cottage. She shut herself inside her cottage, remember? If she stayed in there, I couldn't sneak in.
Perhaps...
I figured if I lured her out, she would have been in a hurry to get back to her cottage. You're treating her like a small animal. But it was totally worth it. The footprints I collected there were smaller than everyone else's and matched the footprints at the beach house. Yep, there's no mistake. These are Hyoko's footprints. Footprints on the beach has been updated. Also, it's not like I was snooping around or anything, but I found something really interesting at her cottage. Something interesting?
See?
I found a lot of these candies inside her room. They're gummy candies that come in four different flavors: strawberry, melon, grape, and orange. It looks like she got it from the supermarket. Apparently, she really likes this brand of gummies. Literally, what can you not get from the supermarket? I need to just go there, go around the entire flipping place to see if there's any one item that I cannot get there. There should have been other gummy brands, but she only brought home a bunch of these. People are like that sometimes. There are people who only eat the same brand, even if it's just potato chips. What's wrong with that? Well, it's not clear if this relates to the incident, but I thought I should tell you just in case. Just in case, coming from this guy, that means it's probably greatly related to the incident. I'm cool, I leveled up. Now you give me evidence just makes me level up. Markema, why do you interrupt my sentences? Cause that's our time.
The time for unparalleled hedonism has come to an end!
Okay.
Come! Now is the time to fight the decisive battle!
You want us to go to Monokuma Rock?
The hostility of fresh blood, the insanity of a contest of wits! The class trial is finally raising its curtain!
Okay.
So meet up in front of Monokuma Rock!
Like I thought.
Once you're there, please proceed to the underground by taking the elevator located at the secret entrance.
Okay.
I'll see you soon!
See you then, Monokuma. I'll always find you interesting.
Now then.
Looks like it's time. I guess the investigation is over. So sad. So it's finally starting. The class trial were our hopes, and the killer's hope will finally clash. But it's alright. Either way, hope will win in the end.
Alright!
Now then, let's go prove it. What's he so excited about? There's no reason to respond to a guy like that. Anyway, we should start heading over. at the trial field where Marikuma is waiting. I have to make my case there.
There's no escape.
There is no escape. We have no choice but to press forward. Now then, let us go. As we talked among ourselves, we left the beach house and Maru's body. A few of us kicked it saying useless person, but I didn't. I walked away. To Marikuma Rack. I'm just thinking, like, who has time to just run? Like, all the way down, like, normal running. No, let me go, let me go, help me. He's gonna do something crazy to me, I'll be ruined.
Why you?
Hey, shut up and stay put, you stubborn little lolly.
Stop it!
Hey, stop harassing little girls. This is what's going on.
Sheesh!
Ryoko was trying to run away, so Monokuma brought her here by force. But Ryoko's still trying to run away, so Monokuma was trying to wrap her in a full Nelson. Hey, if you don't stay put, I'm gonna make you part of this island's food chain. She's making me waste my sweet-ass time. But there's another problem to deal with besides this one. Where the heck is Ryoko? That guy, he totally ditched my appointment. He pisses me off. His anger changed his thought. He went Super Saiyan. I'm right here. He went Super Saiyan. He went Super Saiyan 29. He's got. Fujiko, you came. I was worried about you. There's nowhere for me to run anyway. So no matter the ending, I have to accept it, right? But still,
Bastard!
I'm a Yakuza, accepting defeat is not an option. Fujiko, what does that mean? Well, it's all good. If the trial heats up, it's all good. Let's go, Fujiko. Come on, I'm gonna fight you. Anyway, looks like everyone's here, so let us depart now. Now, Marikuma, are you gonna change back to normal? That's it, seriously, like, how did that happen for, like you literally just, how?
See ya later!
I'm good. I'll go first and get one step ahead of you guys. Fucking assholes.
This is bad.
Crap, I'm not mentally prepared yet.
Like-
I wasn't mentally prepared to speak to Nagito again, but I did. Do we ever have to prepare?
Show some spirit!
You don't have enough power, huh? Harness your latent energy. Hey, come on, bring out that energy.
This, too, must
So
be
it
the will
begins.
of causality.
So it begins, the beginning of the end. Now then, let's keep our spirits high so we can one day find the shining hope of the future. That's right, I can move forward in this option. Come on, Hajime, do the hoop dance with me. No. Okay, fine.
You're so
No
evil!
matter how many times I see it, it's such bad taste, the worst, the lowest, most brutal taste. And I get somehow I move my muscles stiff from fear and herbs and awkwardness, walked onto the escalators. For some reason my breathing was short and I was eventually struck by feeling similar to dizziness. The moment of all of us were inside my camera. All of us were inside my camera. I'm just thinking, like, how do we get out of there? Does the escalators come back out again? A little bit of sound filled the room and the surrounding space began to fall. As it shook with a clatter, the elevator we were inside continued to drop. Throughout that drop I was fluctuating between feeling hope and despair, as if my heart was erupting through swelling in the sun before it finally goes squished. I suddenly stopped breathing. And then I passed out. Like, how long is this elevator? My consciousness began to fade from the present pressure. I tried to endure the pressure by firmly standing on my legs, and after a while the elevator's vibrations gradually weakened, and then it stopped altogether. Aimed, defeat the boring routine. So I decided to start redecorating. How's it look? Mr. Mike was redecorating this awesome, isn't it?
Impossible!
It's not like I'd allow you to think otherwise anyway.
That is...
So, to go to the trouble of doing something this elaborate, as really, what is your true identity?
No!
Nothing really. Essentially, this killing game is just to kill time anyway. Kill time?
Yeah!
To break away from my purpose. Yeah, that alone is my purpose.
Lie.
My purpose is only gonna be a weakness. Those who have purpose are always the weakest, the ones in the bunch. That's why you guys should forget about such cheap-ass purposes like trying to survive. Enjoy the class trial from the bottom of your heart. It's starting. The class trial is starting. Mahu Kozumi, the ultimate photographer. She has an unyielding force of personality. But she was actually very good at taking care of people. Only Kyoko though. Most importantly, she was always straightforward. The person that killed her was one of us. Is among us. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it, but regardless, we have to find the answer. It doesn't matter if you believe it or not, because it's the only way. Aside from finding out who the killer is, there is no other way for us to survive. And so, this life-threatening trial filled with hope and despair has begun. Well, I'd like to save. Of course I would love to save. And there's one thing, I still haven't got any skills. I think I've hung out with so many different people that I'm just surprised I haven't got any skills. I can find I hung out with about one person, but shut up. I don't think I'm ever going to get this thing to evolve again unless I literally ran out for 5 minutes. That's all I'm going to do for today. Or maybe not. Thinking of, should I end the video here? Okay, what time is it? 8 something, let's go! Go on,
Now then,
something.
let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
I'm feeling up to this, I want to get this chapter done. because I like Chapter 3 so much.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
That's why I liked it. I find this trial interesting.
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
That's great, Mark Kramer. Just if I ever decide to kill anyone, I'll make sure no one finds out.
Oh, no matter how many times I hear it, it's such a cruel rule.
It's not a cruel rule at all. It's a fair rule.
Now then, let's first discuss the motive.
After all, that game is the motive this time.
Yeah, you're right. Then let's try discussing that first.
I'm sure everyone who's beaten the game already knows that it's based on an actual murder case.
Some of us have not beaten that game. Give us a detailed explanation.
It means Twilight Syndrome Murder Case is a non-fiction game. Additionally, some of us are characters in that game too.
Some of us are characters in a video game?
So, I think it's better if we clarify who the characters in the game are first.
I'm sorry if this is just Kodaka's way of breaking the fourth wall without making the characters say that they know they're in a game. The characters in the game were Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, Girl D, Girl E, and Boy F. Yeah, okay. And the high school girl who got killed at the beginning by using the staff role after clearing the game as rapid. I should be able to forget who's who. The different characters the player was able to control was Girl A. The identity of Girl A. Mikon?
I see!
Hey, Girl A is Mikon.
Girl A is probably Mikon Tsumiki. That timid tone. That definitely sounds like Girl A. Based on the list of names in the staff roll, I can't think of anyone else who would be Girl A.
Why am I in a video game? That's an infringement of my right to privacy. A nasty, trashy pig shit like you doesn't have any privacy rights.
You're in the game as well here, okay? What?
Ah, a nasty, trashy pig shit. I feel like I heard that in the game too. Huh?
She's like the one who said that was Girl B.
I see! Girl B was short and foul-mouthed. She's probably Hiyoko.
Short and foul-mouthed? That's like the complete opposite of me.
You're short and you're foul-mouthed.
Anyway, let's move on. Next is Girl C.
Go to so it's hyper-urgent. Oh, it's Ibuki.
I see!
Hyper-energetic, that's all I
Girl
needed.
C is Ibuki.
Girl C? Then I'll see you next Tuesday.
I was expecting someone to make a terrible joke.
Let's move on to Girl D.
Okay, there's only one person who can go to.
I see! Girl D is my hero. The victim in this case. Yeah, that's correct. Let's skip Girl E and talk about Guy F.
Let's go Girl A. Guy F is Fuyuhiko.
I see! Aren't you Guy F, Fuyuhiko?
Huh. I was in a game? That's fucking stupid.
I know it's flippin' stupid, but I gotta listen.
That reminds me. Wasn't there another person whose last name was also Kuzuryu?
Another person?
It was one of the names on the staff roll.
The
names were Sumiki, Koizumi, Sayonji, Miyoda, Sato, Kuzuryu, and then another Kuzuryu.
Hold on. Why do you keep saying there were two Kuzuryus?
It's not like I'm wrong. That's how it's written on the staff roll.
That's very true.
Since you beat the game, you probably know what this actually means, right?
Isn't hers twice it's because they have a hunchback. Calls out like that. Nagito, you're definitely someone I shouldn't mess with. The reason Fuyuhiko's last name Kuzuryu appeared twice is probably because he had a little sister.
I can prove it with this!
It's kind of
In the
obvious,
game,
I
Guy
dislike
F,
this anymore.
Kuzuryu, mentions that he has a little sister.
What do you mean, little sister?
This is what Guy F said in the game. It's pretty clear. There's no doubt that Guy F had a little sister. Plus, the sister actually appeared in the game. That's why the name Kuzuryu appeared twice.
By the way, what role did Guy F's little sister, the other Kuzuryu, play? You probably noticed, right?
I don't really want to say it myself, but I have to move the conversation forward. The only character in the game that because he died.
I see!
Johnny died.
The dead high school girl who was the first victim in the game is the only person I can think of.
Based on Guy F's tone in the game, it's clear that Girl E is not his little sister. So if the only person left is the dead high school girl, then she must be Fuyuhiko's sister. Why do you sound so fucking happy? That's a winning personality you've got there. Winning personality? Are you praising me? I was being sarcastic, dumbass.
Hey, you said the game is a work of non-fiction. That means Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
Yeah, I have a little sister. Something wrong with that? It's just a fucking game. Don't go mixing up some video game with reality.
That's Markham, he's the one who said it was non-fiction.
It's not just a game. It's definitely based on true events. That's why it's the motive. Don't go making shit up, bastard! If she was the type to die easily, I'd have fucking killed her myself a long time ago. I mean, when I first entered Hope's Peak Academy, she was mouthing off to me as usual and sent me off. It happened just the other day.
About that, you're probably thinking like that because you've lost your memories.
Shut the fuck up! You be quiet! I see. So you're never gonna accept that game is based on true events, huh? Okay, I understand your attitude toward this class trial now.
Nagito, you seem to be doubting Fuyuhiko a lot. Do you suspect he's the killer?
A mystery that easy would make me feel sad. It wouldn't be good enough to serve as everyone's stepping stone. That's why I'd be much happier if Fuyuhiko wasn't the killer.
Because stepping stones. And we all know that Nagito loves stepping stones, hope, and bagels. All of those in one makes the ultimate hope stepping stone bagel.
Okay, you're starting to act weird again.
Anyway, now we've established who all the characters in the game are.
As you probably noticed, I've been quiet a lot for this. My voice is almost dead.
Girl A is Mikan. Girl B is Hiyoko. Girl C is Ibuki. Girl D is Mahiru. Guy F is Fuyuhiko. And the first victim in the game, that dead high school girl, is Fuyuhiko's little sister.
That's just a story in a fucking game.
If so, then Girl E is Miss Sato.
Could it be the same Miss Sato who likes white rice?
I don't know what Sato you're talking about, but I don't think she's relevant to this case.
Maybe it's related to Gundam's last name, since they're both really plain names.
What the heck is that wild connection?
Naga may be an ordinary family name, but it's far better than Sato or Suzuki.
And he also has a strange rivalry going
Hey,
on.
no one cares about that. Hurry up and talk about the mystery of the game.
Yeah, you really want us to criticize your game, don't you, Markham?
Huh? What do you mean, mystery of the game?
My, you don't know. I heard that Girl E got killed.
What? No way! Is that true?
It sounds like you're in on it as well.
Getting killed is so violent, don't you know?
My, such awful times we live in. Why did this happen?
Listen, you sound like you're just going with his plan.
You guys are definitely friends.
So the mystery of the game is the murder of Girl E, correct?
Then let's hurry up and solve it. Let's first figure out why Girl E was killed.
Isn't Girl E was killed, I should be able to assume why based on the content of the game.
I see.
Girl E was the killer.
The reason Girl E was killed is because she killed the first victim in the game.
Which means Girl E was killed as revenge for the dead high school girl. What do you think, Fuyuhiko? Apparently Girl E was killed to avenge your little sister. You're fucking persistent. I don't care what that game said at all. But... Is that true? Girl E, she killed the first victim? In order to make that clear, we need to know more about the case involving the first victim's murder.
It's the murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come up, so I prepared in advance. Look, I made a map of the music room's surroundings, which was the stage of the first case.
I'm surprised you went to all this trouble.
Mapping is second nature to retro game fans. Classic dungeon crawler RPGs have a first-person point of view, so mapping as you play is the basic.
We get it! Let's talk about that later so we can focus on the case.
I should
Then,
start.
I'll start explaining.
I should start mapping out my flipping game routes that I go.
Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, and Girl D were at the entrance hall when they heard the sound of glass breaking.
I should really just map stuff. Now I'm thinking about mapping out my flipping games, but I only play Terraria and 2D side-scrolling things like that.
Immediately, they climbed the stairs to the second floor and headed to where they heard that sound. Girl E was in front of the music room on the second floor, and she confirmed that the sound came from in there. But the door to the music room was locked. So Girl D went to get the key from the office, and when the five of them were finally able to go inside, they found the victim's body, dead from a blow to the head. Because the music room's window was broken, the girls thought the killer escaped through there. The sound of breaking glass that they heard at the entrance hall seemed to confirm that. Plus, Girl E's school swimsuit was stolen, so they concluded that the escaped killer was some pervert. How does that sound?
Yep, an understandable explanation. Just as expected from the ultimate gamer who excels at clearing games.
But it wasn't a pervert, right? Wasn't the real killer Girl E?
Obviously. Girl E was waiting outside the music room for the other girls after she killed the first victim.
Did she lock the music room from the outside? Then she would have totally needed the key from the office.
Which means Girl E was hiding that key. We can assume she used it to lock the music room after she left it.
But Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key to the music room, right?
By the way, since it was never mentioned in the game, we can exclude the possibility of there being a spare key.
You can lock the music room from the inside, right? So from there, Girl E broke the window and escaped, and sprinted to the front of the music room as fast as she could before the others arrived.
She would have passed by the entrance hall where the other girls were waiting if she tried to do that.
Then, forget this!
It's not cute to see an old guy sulk.
Hey, is Girl E really the killer? We haven't reached an answer yet.
Yes. Based on the details of the game, it's not mistaken. Girl E who was waiting in the hallway is the killer. Then what did Girl E do after killing the girl inside the music room? I guess I need to clear that up first. Okay, make my argument. School swimsuit, okay, school swimsuit, this whole Friday broken face. Okay, go.
After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room?
To go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall. Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shattering.
How was she able to get past those 4 and wait in front of the music room?
She probably used a hidden passageway. Twilight's hidden passageway is the world's best!
What Girlie did after the murder in the music room, I need to find the clue that will clarify that.
After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window and escaped out.
So how did Girlie to the front of the mute? To go back to the... You need to go through... Plus, at the other 4 girls...
At the entrance hall, heard the sound of the...
How was she able to get and wait in front of the music?
She probably used a hidden passageway.
I don't know. Damn it.
After she killed the first... What did Girl E do?
She just broke the window and escaped out.
So how did Girlie to the front of the mute? To go back to the... You need to go through the... Plus, at the other 4 girls...
At the entrance hall, heard the sound of the window shut.
No, that's wrong.
First go.
First of all, the sound the girls heard wasn't the window breaking.
If it wasn't the window, then what broke to make that sound?
I should have just come to the conclusion it was Nekomaru's.
A vase.
Vase? How low can you go?
After the murder, a broken vase was discovered in the classroom next to the music room.
So the sound of breaking glass that the 4 girls heard wasn't the music room's window. It was the sound of the vase breaking. Probably.
Actually, the murder was nearly finished by the time the 4 girls met in the entrance hall. Girl E killed the victim in the music room, broke the window, and went to the office to get the key. With that key, she locked the music room from the hallway, returned the key to the office, and went back to wait in front of the music room. All she had to do was break the vase in the next door classroom as the 4 girls met by the entrance hall.
To make them think the murder had just occurred and that the killer had just escaped.
So, when the 4 of them ran over after they heard the sound, Girl E acted like she had just rushed over too.
I see. Now the mystery has been solved.
Wait a minute! The mystery hasn't been solved yet! You haven't determined what the murder weapon was yet!
What happened?
Who cares about the murder weapon? We found out who the killer was.
Not cool! I went to all the trouble of making this death march, so you gotta stick with it to the end!
I know Monkey just wanted critics to examine his game.
What the heck? You're so annoying!
He's not annoying. He's a game developer. You gotta give him like your opinion.
Fine. Let's figure out the weapon. If this keeps up, I'm gonna feel like I need to shit.
You always need to shit. We all know you do. It's not actually like lightning just shooting off his fucking eyebrows. I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm thinking now, games are the only thing I can criticize, or no, the only thing I can say good things about without making them up.
Which means I'll feel disgusting!
You're the disgusting one.
The weapon is pretty unconventional. The answer was revealed in the game, though. Now then, will you guys be able to figure it out?
An unconventional weapon that also appeared in the game. If we're told we can't advance as long as we don't make that clear, then I have to do it, I'll do it. You know what do you think the weapon is? I have no idea. Was it out of line just now? Now then, there's something I need to tell you. Regarding the white noise in non-stop debates. Some lines of white noise are actually very durable. You won't always destroy them in one shot. Durable like no, I agree. It's family stuff I don't care about anymore. I keep telling myself not to victims crime photos. Broken fish tank, kill a broken fish tank.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even...
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood stains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it?
She beat her to death with her fist!
A weapon inside the... What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death? Then she attacked her with...
That's too big to...
Then the piano.
Why are you going even...
The investigation...
It's on that big a...
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to... It should have had blood stains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it?
She beat her to death with her fist!
Okay, so I think it's pretty
Weapon inside the... What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death? Then she attacked her with...
That's too big to...
Then the piano.
Why are you going even...
The investigation...
It's on that big a...
How about beating her with gravel?
If it's a weapon that was used... It should have had blood stains.
I don't know why it is. It's probably something through here, guys.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even...
The investigation conduct...
It's on that big a scale?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat... It should have had blood stains.
I don't know. In this game, they can more...
A weapon inside the music room,
obvious
huh?
or something.
What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even...
The investigation...
It's on that big a...
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was... It should have had blood stains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it?
She beat her to death with her fist!
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death? Then she attacked her with...
That's too big to...
Then the piano.
Why are you going even...
The investigation...
It's on that big a...
How about beating her with...
If it's a weapon that was used... It should have had blood stains.
I don't know. I'm just thinking we can use anything.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with...
Oh, time's up, okay. It didn't seem like I had much time there. Yeah, sure.
We will never give up!
Okay. I don't know.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death? Then she attacked her with...
That's too big to...
Then the piano.
Why are you going even...
The investigation...
It's on that big a...
How about beating her with...
If it's a weapon that was... It should have had blood stains.
I don't know.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even...
The investigation...
It's on that big a scale.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them, it should have had blood stains.
I don't know, I'm just assuming Fuyuhiko's coming, I don't know.
A weapon
I'm
inside
not
the
getting a
music
good
room,
fucking
huh?
mark in this one.
What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with...
That's too big to be a...
Then the piano.
Why are you going...
The investigation.
It's on that biggest...
How about beating her with...
If it's a weapon that was... It should have had blood stains.
I don't care. I don't care, I can't figure this shit out.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts you.
It's on that biggest...
How about beating her with...
Okay.
If it's a weapon that was... It should have had...
Was there a weapon with...
She beat her to death with her fist!
She
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she
I'm
attacked her
sort
with...
of I'm
too
gonna
big
fail
to
this
pin
a
the
lot
piano.
because I
Why are
just
you
don't
going
The
know.
investigation.
It's on that biggest...
How about
This
beating
is
her
fucking
with...
If it's a
bullshit.
weapon that was... It should have had...
Was there a weapon with bloodstains?
She beat her to death with her fist!
Use all these on it, I don't know.
A weapon
I don't know.
inside the...
I don't know. One of the engine prizes, the crime scene photo of the victim after she was killed in the music room. One of the engine prizes, the photo of the prize skilled in terms of the entire thing in other cases. After broken in the classmates in the music room, okay? I dismiss its okay? Could escape it and there's a broken window in the music room where the photo should be by the skull now maybe you can't score that. The music room is like without touching the door. For the first time, blah blah blah. A tip for the first time goes found in the music room where the first victim was discovered of gravel of water and water was scattered everywhere.
Music
So
room,
she
huh?
could have
What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death...
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be...
Then the piano.
Why are you going...
The investigation.
It's on that biggest...
How about beating her with gravel instead?
at this point I'm just trying everything.
A weapon inside the music. What about broken glass?
I'm sure she's stronger there to that, but
Weapon
I'm not
inside
sure
the
they
music
won't let me
room, huh?
do this.
What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of
Oh, I
death... Then
can't
she
wait to
attacked her
fail
with the
it.
fish tank.
That's too
Can't wait
big
to
to be
fail
a...
it once
Then the
more.
piano.
Why are you going...
The investigation can...
It's on that biggest...
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood stains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it?
She beat her to death with her fist!
I don't know anymore. What's the point anymore? I don't know. I don't flipping get it. What was the
inside the music
shit?
room, huh?
Flipping murder.
What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
I felt with time up again, Markham. I don't flipping give a shit anymore. God,
You will never give up.
I don't care anymore. Literally, the fact that I failed twice just makes me hate this game more. Alright, so screw this trial, I'm leaving. I'll probably flipping search all the flipping answers if I get fed
A
up
weapon
with
inside the
this shit.
music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
I have no idea. Was I supposed to figure this out from any of that game? Because I didn't figure shit out about that flipping game. This is just bullshit.
The investigation conducts universal
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had bloodstains.
Yes.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it?
She beat her to death with her fists!
No, at this point I'll flipping just press
A weapon
any of
inside the
them
meat.
with
What
it.
about broken glass?
I don't care. I've got to the point where I just don't
Weapon
give a
inside
shit
the meat. What
anymore.
about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a...
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
I don't care anymore.
A weapon inside the meat. What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death... Then she attacked her with...
That's too big to...
Then the piano.
Why are you going even...
The investigation.
It's on that big a...
How about beating her with gravel?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had bloodstains. A weapon in...
Kill me.
inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
I wish I was in that
Isn't
flipping
the
game
cause
so I
of
could
death a
die.
blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
A weapon inside the meat. What about broken
Even look
glass?
at
Isn't
the
the cause
evidence,
of
didn't
death,
even
then she
give me
attacked her
shit
That's
about
too
what
big to-
Then the
what
piano.
happened.
Why are you going even...
The investigation.
It's on that...
I think screw this. Screw this.
Bigger scale?
And I have to figure this shit out.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
A weapon inside the meat. What about broken glass?
I said screw myself. I hate this part of the trial so
A weapon inside the music room,
Why do I have
huh?
to figure this shit out again?
What about broken glass? A weapon inside the meat. What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death, then she attacked her with the...
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even...
The investigation.
It's on that big a...
How about beating her with gravel?
If it's a weapon that was... it should have had bloodstains.
I don't think, what was this flipping murder weapon?
A weapon inside the music. What about broken glass?
I just want to flipping fail at this point.
A weapon inside the meat. What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death, then she attacked her with...
That's too big to...
Then the piano.
Why are you going even...
The investigation.
It's on that big a...
How about beating her with...
If it's a weapon that was... it should have had...
Was there a weapon with...
She beat her to death with her fists! Damn it!
I
A weapon inside the meat. What about broken glass?
I want to fail at this point.
A
Just let
weapon
me
inside
fail
the
again.
music. What about broken glass?
Let me fail again. Oh, thank you. I failed. Hooray, thank you. No, I don't want to retry. I don't care. At this point, I want to murder whoever made that shit. Why? Just why?
Danganronpa.
Flip that shit trial. See when I decide to flip and go for that Helen torture once more and decide